Hi, welcome back to the 30-day gratitude system. Today is day 30. Today is the last day of this series. So, how do we proceed from here? Before we get into that, I would like to express my huge gratitude to you for being with me for the last 29 days and today, for developing your attitude of gratitude, for developing your empathy, you're developing your self leadership, your self image, as well as your personal mastery. And congratulations to you for your consistency. Remember that time when you set that New Year resolution? Was there situations in your life when you dropped out from a New Year resolution? A lot of people start the year with great enthusiasm, with a list of New Year resolutions, but most of them drop out after a few days. Why does it happen? It doesn't have to be a New Year resolution. It could be about practicing something. You have gone for the training for a new skill. You learned it, but you need to practice it on a regular basis, but you fail to find time to practice it. Or it could be a skill that you had developed in the past, but you lost touch with it for some time. Now you want to restart the practice of that, but you're unable to practice it on a consistent basis. So, our gratitude theme for the day is consistency. What makes consistency? And that is, in fact, applicable for this gratitude series as well. According to a study by the University of London, for anything to become a habit, you need to practice consistently for at least 66 days, that is around 2 months. I would like to bring that topic of neuroplasticity again. Remember that time we talked about our brain, that our brain makes connection. The neurons in our brain makes connection, and those neurons that talk to each other very often make stronger connection, and that is how certain skills become our second nature. And that is exactly what we are talking about. So 66 days, if you continue it consistently without break, you can do that. So my challenge to you is, can you do it consistently for the next 36 days as well? But how do we do it? I would like to share my habit formation model here. So what is a habit formation model, right? It has got 7 components in it. The first one is to have a goal. You have a purpose, right? You have one task that you want to practice. Maybe it is this gratitude system that you want to practice. Maybe you want to develop a habit of daily exercise. Maybe it's meditation. Maybe it's practicing public speaking or anything. What is your that goal? Have that one goal in your mind. So have that goal. That purpose will remind you to go back and do it on a daily basis. So whenever you feel that I don't want to do it, just remember that purpose. Just remember that goal. And tell yourself that in order to achieve that goal, I am going to do it. Now, we have to help our brain to remember it and do it. So that is what the second component is going to do, which is having a time schedule. Do it at the same time every single day. Don't break it, but every single day. If you want, you can start small, start with small duration and try to increase it, but start it at the same time every day so the brain associate the time with the activity. So if you want to wake up in the morning to go for that walk or do that exercise, do it at the same time. You want to wake up at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning and do that exercise, put that alarm and do it every single day. You know why? Because your brain is more tuned to that wiring of waking up late or waking up and doing something else. So you are trying to rewrite it in your brain. You're trying to form new connections in your brain with your new habit. So wherever you are, please do it at the same time every single day. So far we have seen having a goal, having a time schedule. And so what is next? The next is having a strategy. How are you going to do that? If you want to develop a habit of gratitude, what are you going to do every day? How are you going to do it every day? Are you going to sit at a quiet place every day? Are you going to do it when you are going out for a walk? Are you going to do it at home or on the way back home from your work? Or are you going to do it in the morning? So whatever it is, have that strategy in place. These are the gratitude routines that I will be doing, and this is when I want to do it, and this is how my environment is going to be when I do it. So have that strategy in place. But when we talk about strategy, I want to remind you of one thing. There will come occasions or instances when you might want to change the strategy for a better outcome. So you be open to that. You be open to revisiting your strategy and then improving it. So we have seen the goal, we have seen the timeline or the time schedule, and we have seen the strategy. Now we move on to the next one. What is that? The next is looking at your progress, looking at your improvements. There are people who look at the big things. Do I have the biceps yet? Do I have the six pack yet? So that is probably your ultimate aim. But if you start looking at that ultimate aim, hoping for that ultimate game, and analyze yourself based on that ultimate game, you might not feel motivated to do that. Instead, you have to look at your daily improvements. Are you doing it on a daily basis? That itself is an improvement, right? So look at the small improvements and be happy about the incremental improvements and incremental progress you are achieving with your habit system, with your habit model. And even then, this is at one place you will look at your strategy or revisit your strategy. Are you getting what you had been planning for with your strategy? And you are not doing it on a daily basis, okay? You're doing it on a periodic basis. Periodic basis, you will revisit your strategy and see whether you are achieving the milestones, the minor small milestones that you had planned for this goal. And if you see that there is room for improvement, please incorporate that. Because ultimately, what you want is to achieve that goal. And improving your strategy, that's a smart thing. Now, the next one is feedback. Try to get feedback from people who know about it, people who have been observing you, people who have seen you before. Try to get feedback from them. And with that feedback, you can again revisit your strategy and see whether there is any room for improvement to make your strategy even tighter so that you can achieve your goals. So far, we have seen the first is goal, the second is the time schedule, third is strategy, four is progress or improvements, and fifth is feedback. Now, what is sixth? You see, when we have a companion to do things, it makes our effort not that strenuous because you have someone to talk to, someone to motivate you, and someone to push you. So have an accountability partner. If you can do the things together at the same time, which is fantastic, but if you cannot, you can have an accountability partner in a totally different continent. As long as you keep in touch with each other, you talk to each other, you communicate with each other about your progress, about how you're doing things, and so on. So have that accountability partner that will tremendously help you to feel positive about this new habit that you are forming. Now, the last one, that is reward. For every week, when you're doing something, have that, gives yourself a small reward. That is your way of appreciating yourself for being consistent, for not dropping out, and being there and being determined, and for believing in your goal. So those are the 7 components. Let me repeat it again. Have a goal, have a time schedule, have a strategy. Look at your small improvements or progress. Get feedback seek feedback from others. Have an accountability partner and reward yourself for being consistent. And that is the habit model that is helping me. I use this model in many different areas, and I have seen it helping me tremendously. Try it out, you might. So I hope you will be able to use this habit formation model. Now, the gratitude task for today, it's for you to look back into your life and find a skill or a habit that you formed with consistent practice. There were so many different occasions where you wanted to quit it, but you didn't. And today, you have mastered something or you formed a habit. Be grateful for that. Be grateful for being consistent, being determined, and improving your skill and habit. And use one or more of our gratitude routines. It could be writing it in the journal, talking to a person, sending a card to someone, putting these gratitude statements into your gratitude jar, or drawing about it, painting about it, anything. So be grateful for your consistency and for the benefits that you reaped from that consistency. Now we move on to the next segment, which is the action segment. For that, this is what I would like you to do. Come up with a plan, a habit formation model for your gratitude system. You have completed 30 days and you have 36 days more to go to make it a habit. And so for that, what can you do? When are you going to practice it? How are you going to practice it? Who is going to be your model? Are you going to rerun through these videos again and do it once again? Yes, which is great, because I chose each and every one of these gratitude themes with one thing in mind. That is your self-development, your self-image, your self-leadership, as well as your personal mastery. So if you rerun this, you will again go through it, but it will be another story, because every day you have a different story. You are not the person who started this system 30 days ago. You are an entirely new person who is in the process of forming a new habit. So you are not that person anymore. Now you look back into your life, and when you find situation, you will probably find totally different situations for the same themes that you reflected on earlier. So from that, find a gratitude partner, an accountability partner for your gratitude. And one thing to remember is that if everyone in your circle practices gratitude, that will make your life better, right? So please share it with others. Please continue to do this. And I would love to hear about your experiences, your practices, and your benefits out of it. And of course, if you hear from your friends, please let me know that as well. So that is the gratitude theme and the gratitude task for today. And this series ending here, and a huge gratitude to you for being with me here. Please share it. Please comment on it. Please invite other people in your network to be a part of it. Let's make this habit of gratitude a culture. So I will be coming back with another series soon. Watch out for my announcement on that. Till then, please be safe, be happy. Bye bye.